Welcome to SGL Show, Spiritual Guiding Light. This message is a collective message. Keep in mind that energies shift and change, so you would need to come back to the show to get updates on new energies and things like that. Moving forward, the energy surrounding a message of you don't have to do it alone. Right now, just go ahead and take a moment to acknowledge present, and I'm going to grab some water. How do we acknowledge the presence? Well, simply by breathing in and out. If you choose to do it in a fast pace of threes, and intaking in three breaths and then exhaling um, will decrease anxiety. Okay. There is beauty in your presence. There is beauty in your existence. Coming from the back end of the message, we have free yourself. This is pertaining to self-love, and by doing that, even through the rebel message, it says laugh. And that's add an element, smile. Okay. For you entrepreneurs that are in here, make sure that you remind yourself of love and joy. For those of you who may be losing touch of your craft or may be feeling at a standing point of feeling blocked or not confused, but more so, there's so much information and so many ideas that it's like, okay, I need to prioritize. I can do this day, this next day, or this whole week, and then something else the next week. But for the most part, how can you accumulate results? One, love and joy is a result in what it is that you're doing. Love and joy of the thought of making ends meet so that you can pull that in. Okay. Some of us are still stuck in the Mercury reflection pool, right? Acknowledging truth, but being fearless and practicing fearlessness. Listener, you do not have to do it in alone, but you have to fill in the blank of what that is. Some of you are not able to identify what it is because there's so much in this pool, right? We're unable to see. So we have to filter ourselves. We have to be that filter to filter out that pool so that we can be able to see through. It's up to you of what kind of pool you want. Do you want it to be a salt pool, right? Cleansing. Or do you just want it to be a filter to just clean out the mess? Okay, masculine energy here. We have the Five of Cups at the top. You know, holding on to uh, a potential expectation, whether it's uh, through people or this idea, right? And this reflection pool that is not clear, right? You're unable to see. So it can be causing an illusion of grief, an illusion of disappointment, robbing self from love and joy and happiness, of what makes your heart sing. The feminine energy that we have is the ace of inspiration. You have full control because you are a creator, whether you know it or not. If you're always coming up with ideas, if you're always coming up with resolutions, and you're always giving, through your kindness, the helping hand, it doesn't necessarily have to be the action of actually working with your hands, just the words, right? Those are deposits. Okay? You don't have to do it alone. Let's take a moment to reflect as we filter, as we acknowledge what is, as we contemplate and be fearless and face self and say, you know what I need to change this for myself, of choosing self. Yes, it hurts. Yes, people may be disappointed. You have to fill in the blanks of what people are. They family? Are they friends? Is it co-workers? Is it just your place in life? Are you being hard on yourself? Can you look back from 5 years from now, not a year, but 5 years to this point from now? Should that generate joy again? Are you able to laugh at the mishaps and the things that, it's, you cried then, but you can laugh now because you're free, right? Because you chose you. You chose your family. And when you chose your family, you chose you. We're all connected. Let's go ahead and do an early 3-card spread here. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, slowing down the fast movement. We have the Seven of Wands, standing your ground. Yes, it could be, confrontation. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. You're not running away. You are facing this head on. Okay. Facing it head on. So with the Eight of Wands, okay, this is not the overall. This is just to kind of fill out um, what you're walking away from, or what it is that you are currently, what is currently at hand here. Okay. No longer, 5-1, you are not no longer having an impulse of going out of your way of getting the last word. You've been there, seen there, done that. This is an energy that is like, I recognize you. I don't have time because that's draining. I'm not going to feed you my energy. Standing your ground. And with that, gaining the respect, right? And that masculine energy, right? That 5 of Cups. And that could cause the grief of disappointment, you know. But be mindful for those who are disappointed in us for choosing self. Just because we grow, right? and we learn and we move forward, doesn't mean that the next person or those who we not even realize are watching know how to. Leading by example comes with instructions. And sometimes we can get caught up in forgetting to have those instructions available for those who want to follow because they see you as a mentor. Moving forward into the Seven of Wands, I truly believe this is that feminine energy of the Ace of Inspiration being in full control, right? The Seven of Wands fighting off, arguments, fighting off of people whom jealousy, enviness, uh, fighting off competition, standing your ground, protecting your heaven on earth. But the positive way to look at this is these are situations, people, opportunities. They don't know how to say, can you help me too? A lot of people have too much pride because what you've gone through, they don't want to go through, right? So you're saying, I'm here. That Six of Swords in reverse. I'm not running away. I don't need to run away. This is my home. If no one else believes that home has a lot of potential and opportunity, I stand my ground, right? I'm not going to bury this Five of Cups in grief. I'm going to dig it up, right? I'm going to dig it up. And I'm going to drink this cup. And by me drinking this Five of Cups, right? This is a cups of tears that no one was able to see. This is the cup of fears and now transforming into being fearlessness. The practice of fearlessness. The practice of truth. The practice of understanding when you're in the moment of contemplation. Okay? So listen, that is just the introduction there. Okay. For those of you who are new to SGL, welcome. This is the Spiritual Guiding Light. If you have any feedback or questions, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. The message is you do not have to do it alone. The back end of what you need to pull to the forefront, listener, is showing people that you freed yourself. Okay? Yes, it can be difficult, when you're in your own space. It's like, the joy, the laughing, the just in your own zone. And then you go out into the world, whether that's just doing a regular task or going to the store, traveling to the next town, and you start feeling this weight all over again. No, tell self, no, I am free to smile and laugh, because some of us, right, we hold a lot of our experiences on our shoulders, and it shows in face value, yet our heart and our eyes are smiling. But we forgot to practice, joy and laughter. We forgot to allow people to hear our hearts sing. And now that we've filtered out this reflection pool, and now we're able to see this new journey of allowing your heart to sing and enjoying the carousel, right? The ride, right? Of taking back control of your life. Okay. So I'm going to read to you, listener, your reflection pool, because some of you are new to SGL. Welcome, literally welcome. Go back and catch up so that you can understand what, what about this reflection pool. Okay, so you have enough time. Enough time. You can get a journal, jot down some things, right? So we can be able to tackle, right? So that you can now practice fearlessness, and moving forward you fill in the blank of what that fearlessness is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fear of hiding. It can just be a fear of speaking up for yourself, right? Because you are so considerate of other people's feelings but not protecting your own, and now you're ready to stand up for self. So the reflection pool. Emotions are a complex things, but when allowed, can show you a deeper truth. Take space today for your emotions, write them down, feel how they reside within your body, and let them be without judgment. Okay, let's, we have a rebel here, you know, and that is get in your heart, it misses you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take that. That's so beautiful. Let's get some direction for this introduction here. You don't have to do it alone. It's definitely the first direction, is acknowledging that you don't have to do it alone. You have to fill in the blank of what that is. And I want to know, what it is. So you can email me, Spiritual Guidant Light, or you can use the message icon. So whenever you click the message icon, it's a voice message. It's going to sit right in the meetings, the reading. So I'll know exactly what you're referencing to as well. And I'll be able to respond back to you at that same point in the reading. Right now, we're at 17 minutes. So, the beginning of your direction, right, is we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And this is talking about, working alone. It's also talking about group conflict, disorganization, as well as disharmony. Okay, the team isn't living with one another, and projects are suffering. Members of the team may be competing with one another, so try to be the guiding mediator. Acknowledge each individual's unique contributions, and ensure that all feel their experience of knowledge and contributing to the whole. You may also be working in the mundane job and are feeling undervalued. Perhaps change a scenery would be uplifting. Okay, so understanding that standing up for yourself, this could be in referencing to holding a lot of things in, and we think people see, we think people know or are aware. In reality, that is an illusion, right? And then when you start speaking up, you get, well, I didn't know. Okay. And by us not speaking, we call in bullies, we call in people to take advantage of us, right? Acknowledge the truth. And by doing that, it can cause us to be bitter, disappointed, pull us away from an opportunity that was willing to present itself. But because this stagnant, right, of two leaders or three, a group, you have to fill in the blank of what that is, listener. But you being the leader, right? Being that filter, being the truth, you are able to just say, you know what? I'm standing my ground, right? Standing your ground, the Seven of Wands, right? Commanding, and then the Eight of Wands, commanding the fast movement to stop. No, this is at hand, right? What's at hand is not going to cause me to go into the Six of Swords of walking away, right? Because if the Six of Swords was in upright, this is walking away and taking those burdens, taking those issues, wherever it is that you're going. You're saying, nope, I'm staying right here. You don't control this. But what we can do, we're not going to nip it in the bud. We're not going to sweep it under the rug. I'm taking full control of my life. And I'm doing that without judgment. I'm going to acknowledge what's hindering me, what's bothering me. I'm willing to explain to you the changes that I see within myself, whether you agree or not. You are no longer responsible for someone else's judgment. Okay. And then also pulling another rebel, it says you need some yoga in your life. For those of you, considering meditation, considering, prayer, whatever that may be, considering joining a hobby, getting to know people, how can you say that you're interested in this journey or this new hobby or this job when truly in reality the fear is you know nothing about it? You have interest but you have nothing about it. How are you going to learn if you are having a blockage, right? You are in the Seven of Wands, looking at it in a positive view. These Six Wands are people saying, I'm here to help you. I'm willing to give you some magic. I'm willing to show you the ropes in the game of whatever it is. I'm willing to give you information of, how I prevented roadblocks, whatever industry that may be in, career that it may be in, artistry that it may be in, corporate that it may be in. You have to fill in the blanks. But because you have this blockage and because of the pain or whatever that may be, you're blocking your blessings because it's unfamiliar. Even just because the outer, it's like we all have the same opportunity. And you're in the working alone position, right? Disharmony, group conflict. People are willing to allow you to lead, listener. But are you willing to lead by listening? Okay. Just slowing it down. The Eight of Wands in a positive view, just slowing it down so that you can be able to see. Okay, let's go ahead. And you know what? For your entrepreneur card, for those of you entrepreneurs that are in here, even there, for some of you who are just, whatever endeavor that is, and it's just a hobby, whatever acknowledgement that you need to do is going to release love and joy. But I want to clarify and give you one more entrepreneur card here. You don't have to do it alone. You know how it is. You have two strong individuals with strong personalities and they meet each other and they bump heads and there's a conflict. And next, these are the bestest friends years to come, unbreakable, right? Two territorial individuals. This could be a group, right? Everyone sees your It's beyond potential, right? You are the missing piece, okay? But you have to be open. If people are open to you, you have to be open. Unguard yourself, listener. And all of that, uh, that feminine energy, which is a protector as well, right? Uh, Even though the masculine is a protector, right? That's the full closure of security, that base of inspiration. You literally see that full cycle of a new beginning come into place, right? That masculine of the Five of Cups, looking at it in a positive view, it's saying, I got your back. Go ahead, drink the cup. Drink it. Vow your truth. Vow your manifestation. In Entrepreneur, all three came in reverse, and it was just supposed to be one, but three will equal one, okay? So we have do an emotional checkup, and it's coming in reverse. So this means that you acknowledge your emotions. Looking good, right? Apply effort into your appearance. You have to fill in the blank of what that is. Okay, I don't know if that is social media, LinkedIn, in general, and pertaining to appearance. Okay, and when you do that, a gift is going to be offered. Whether you're the gift or an opportunity is at hand, people just want to see, are even in the down slope when things are slow, are you still willing to put in the effort as if it was a celebration? So it came in reverse. Um, this can be confused of not even being aware how to have etiquette of appearance, right? Trial and error. And then we have content creation, right? Use text, audio, or video to engage, educate, and delight. That came in reverse. You have to fill in the blank. If is this something you were thinking about doing, or is this something you need to do? And take your time doing it. There is no need to be in a fast pace of doing it. The reason why is what it's aligned with you will align. Okay, let's go ahead and shed some love on you, because you don't have to do it alone. Okay, give your relationship a chance. Give people a chance, listener. Give yourself a chance. Okay, and think about gaining. Don't think about loss, because what's not aligned, it's not supposed to be there. So don't try to hang on to it. That Five of Cups, that's what you're moving out of. Okay, let's go ahead and shed some light on you, listener. Transformation at the bottom, working your way up to the top. That's why it's very important that you slow down and stay present, listener. And as you slow down and stay present, listener, you'll be able to obtain that love and joy and acceptance. Okay, we have, we are being called to Where are you being, the question to you, where are you being called to journey to? And that can be a question of confusion. Because when you ask that question to self, we start looking elsewhere instead of where it is that we are currently standing. So the question is, what do I need to do where I am currently? So that wherever my journey leads to, I'm not going to feel alone. That solid foundation of where it is where you stand. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some light on this. Let the moon be the guide before we get to the overall direction. And we have take time to breathe out. Yes, that speaks for itself, listener. And moving, we have, and it came in reverse. So the energy is gaining momentum. And this is basically saying, call back your energy in, right? Acknowledging whatever spiritual practice or religious practices are endeavors that's going to uplift you again, okay? Make sure you check out the link and check out Spiritual Guidance Light's YouTube channel. There is some past content on there as well as some current content. As well, you can get a personal, okay? Mind you, these uploads are collective as well as some generals, but if you want your personal readings, make sure the link is in the description box. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, right? Self-care, okay? Invest some time into self-care as you may have been in giving mode for much too long. Others may have been taking advantage of you, so stop being a doormat and protect your finances and emotional health, okay? Be mindful of taking on debt, and if you are being charitable, don't gloat. Be sure that you're doing it from the right reasons rather than trying to improve your image. Now that is a grain of salt and a grain of sugar. That is up for you on how you are going to accept that listener. Okay? That should end the reading right there. Literally. I am trying to find a pen. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see. If you have any questions or feedback, make sure that you email me at spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and close this out. All right. We have, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some of you need to listen to your intuition, right? Your first gut. It's like, taking a test, and we find out the right answer. It's like, oh no, that was my first. And it's like, so practice of your first instinct. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, acceptance, choosing happiness. Okay. Sudden awareness. You're opening yourself to possibilities of a fresh start. Take the time to embrace new ideas, people, and opportunities. You're ready to let go of patterns or people that may no longer be beneficial. Listener, that is your collective reading, and the message is you don't have to do it alone. Say it with me. I don't have to do it alone. I'm sending you support, guidance, love, and joy. It's only up for you to accept my virtual gifts to you, my virtual cup. Okay? Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.